The germinal stage begins with conception, when the sperm and egg cell unite in one of the two fallopian tubes. The fertilized egg, known as a zygote, then moves toward the uterus, a journey that can take up to a week to complete. Cell division begins approximately 24 to 36 hours after conception. Within just a few hours after conception, the sensile zygote begins making a journey down a fallopian tube to the uterus, where it will begin the process of cell division and growth. The zygote first divides into 2 cells, then into 4, 8, 16, and so on. Once the 8th cell point has been reached, the cells begin to differentiate and take on certain characteristics that will determine the type of cells they will eventually become. As the cells multiply, they will also separate into 2 distinctive masses. The outer cells will eventually become the placenta, while the inner cells will form the embryo. Cell division continues at a rapid rate, and the cells then develop into what is known as a blastocyst. The blastocyst is made up of 3 layers: the ectoderm, which will become the skin and nervous system; the endoderm, which will become the digestive and respiratory systems; the mesoderm, which will become the muscle and skeletal systems. Finally, the blastocyst arrives at the uterus and attached to the uterine wall, a process known as implantation. Implantation occurs when the cells nestle into the uterine lining and rupture tiny blood vessels. The connective web of blood vessels and membranes that forms between them will provide nourishment for the developing being for the next 9 months. Implantation is not always an automatic and surefire process. Researchers estimate that approximately 58% of all natural conceptions never become properly implanted in the uterus, which results in the new life ending before the mother is ever aware she is pregnant. When implantation is successful, hormonal changes halt a woman's normal menstrual cycle and cause a whole host of physical changes. For some women, activities they previously enjoyed, such as smoking and drinking alcohol or coffee, may become less palatable, possibly part of nature's way of protecting the growing life inside her.